Alrighty, welcome in everybody. Thank you very much for your patience on that. Took us a few extra minutes to get into the game, but we are indeed here. As Anubis will open things up, of course, blessed on the CT side. So it is Metizport picking out the T side to begin with. A long-range fight. Does result in a quick 1-for-1 there. Tension opting to stick around, but not going to go in for another 4-on-4 immediately.
And now what as well? Metizport thought they would maybe get a little bit of a space to work with, but they're not really given that luxury. And very quickly now, it feels like they're a little bit indecisive. Bomb is still in spawn. We've got 2 towards B, 2 towards A. And Blessed are sticking as a group as they make their way through mid. So, what's the play here? Interesting sort of situation where a lot of this feels down to maybe if Blessed can get a timing on this move, but they're actually moving over towards A, and this might be the right call.
Yeah, it is possible. I like it. Good read from Blessed. We've got Jackie pushing in as well with the Julies. Flash comes around. He's able to turn away, but he can't correct his crosshair. The defense is still there, though, of course. Looking pretty good from the CT side. bondik in behind the pillar. Just going to keep them at bay here, really. He's not found a kill, but they are distracted by him. It is just Nilo now. 25 seconds. Bomb close enough to the CT side that they know what is going on. They've got eyeballs on it. Not much you can do. Moving into the double stack. And the pistol goes the way of Blessed there. Back to us on camera for just a second, I believe. But we should be sorted soon.
Yeah. But honestly, pretty good pistol round. I think Blessed, they did go for a gamble. You know, they had 3 moving through mid. They got a lot of information and doubled back. Went towards A. It was the right call. It was a complete gamble, basically. They said, stick together as a group in this 4 versus 4. Let's try not to be overwhelmed, and it worked well. If they had gone towards B, they're probably in a lot of trouble because retaking that would have been pretty difficult. It's worked well. Flashing towards mid. Over it comes. Swing behind it. Thing really showing a lot of pistols spotted there. Jakey drops a Molotov. These are easy fights, or they should be. I mean, just get dinged and they'll just fall away.
Always good to get the first, and I think it just sort of confirms what Metizport are doing with the round as well. As it is a bit of a toss-up these days. Is it a force? Is it an eco? Especially on the C side, there's not necessarily a formula. bondik getting caught eventually. Did not respect how close they were to him. And how long it takes to get those Julies out, to be fair. They could try and force a bomb plant here. I think they've missed the window, though, haven't they? Guthrie on the back end will find that double kill to deny it. But it was maybe a slim 5 seconds if they'd rushed into the plant.
Yeah.
How are they to know? Of course, into the buy for Metizport here.
Exactly. That was a throwaway round by all metrics. And, well, I don't really care too much about it. This one, however, we do. First full buy coming out. Basically, bar ZTRs going into the UMP. The UMP started to make a little bit of a resurgence as well, and I don't know why, because it doesn't really feel that good. It's like slower than other SMGs and not as damaging, if I'm right in saying. So maybe it's got to be a feel thing, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I think it is a feel thing. It's something that's quite interesting about the UMP. I think is because of the slow fire rate. It's quite
controlled.
Nice. Well, it is controlled, but it's like it's quite nice round corners to just go for a little peek, fire off a couple shots, peek back in. That's why it was really popular. Obviously before they nerfed it on the CT
it was like
side.
2015 was that? 2014? It was like
I think a little bit later. It was like SK era.
Oh, okay.
They like abused it for a major or something, so it was like 2016, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, still. It's not really been changed for a while, you are correct. But yeah, I think it is just a feel thing, and it's just nice. Round corners, you know, the bullets are quite accurate. But I don't know.
Then again, it's the same conversation we have when we talk about nerds using the MP7 all the time, right? Because the MP9 is literally better in like every single way. And it's cheaper. But he makes it work so well.
It's just a mental thing, yeah, exactly. And again, because of the slightly low fire rate on an MP7, it's good at range, I guess. So less kick to it.
Nerds makes it look hella good, man. He makes it look like a rifle, so maybe ZTR's got something in the locker. Very slow round by Metizport here. They want to finish towards B, and he comes to Utah.
area can be difficult to clear. They get good timing on it, though. Just as they were backing away, bondik, yeah, has to go massive, and that's a bit too much pressure for him at the end of the day. There's still 2 bodies to get through, and tension goes completely overlooked here. 3 versus 2, bomb going down. Jackinho watching in for the smoke push. Smash is just going to wait for that smoke to go down at the end of the day, but a man advantage looking very, very good for Metizport. They'll still give this a look on the blessed side of things. Decent amount of cash to work with. I feel with that kill coming in, you generally move to save, but they are confident in themselves. Jackinho going to knock, going to check that confidence to get the first Metizport round.
Yeah, needed as well. I think basically that all comes down to that one play in through dark. The fact that the molly's in hand, U2 in hand as they're sort of swinging in, and it just costs them all of that space. That double stack is so scary if they've got guns up, but they don't. One's backing away, one's throwing a Molotov over towards B main, and before you know it, the round's already on its head. Good work by Metizport. Very slow the way Metizport are approaching these rounds. Blessed aren't really falling for the bait. They're not dropping util early, not over-facing or over-fighting, so I think for Metizport and some of these gun rounds, this might actually be a little bit scarier than they would hope. That time, they get a bit of fortune. This time, maybe not so much. adamb for 2, looking for 3. Spring on the corner. Jackinho bails them out.
Any damage going to be good here. I like it from Metizport, though. Still full respect to Cross, not wanting to lose any players, and I think after yesterday, somewhat of a point to prove. So really playing clean Counter-Strike. They easily could have just run in 4v2, try and overwhelm, you know. The odds are with them to make a play like that against this lack of a buy from Bless, but they really are not messing around here today.
They're not. They're not at all. Jakey did get a nice little shot at the very least of something to work with. Maybe at least getting some money off the back of that deagle, but any more feels unlikely. There will be an AWP in play if Blessed want it, however, in the next round. Jakey's got plenty of cash to work with, so that's going to be a positive. Potentially a talking point as well. But all things considered, this round, didn't expect anything, didn't get anything. It will be nice and simply put. Metizport tying this game up. Any extra frags would be lovely. Going to send kind of Guthrie as sort of the cannon fodder, the human flash. Maybe the Eagle can get a trade, but it's a big ask. Against rifles, susp holding as well. Don't think too much will come forward. If they can scoop up a rifle, that'll be a nice little positive. But they're exiting out the other way, so it's not to be. And the one gun that Jakey killed doesn't seem to be present, so unfortunate. No real additions, no real added benefits off the back of that one kill. It will be Metizport tying this game up 2-all. Blessed now back into a buy of their own. Said they have decent money to work with. They do have that AWP in play as well. Potential take. Just an MP9 for Guthrie. Rifles along the rest. Blessed, their response has to be good here. If they don't, Metizport can start really sort of walking away with this Anubis. And like we said, it's not been a great map for Metizport, at least kind of historically so far for this team. Feels like a really good opportunity for Blessed, but so far not so good.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said a little bit earlier, now they did ban it yesterday, but they've also banned the nuke here today. When it feels like that's maybe a slightly better map to take a chance on, especially in a veto like this. I think Anubis, they are working on and getting it into their pool. So far, so good. But yeah, it depends on how deep it goes. A quicker round coming out from Metizport here. Not wasting any time. And maybe could have put the brakes on ever so slightly. A clean opener for them. Has had no weight on the rest of the round here. Jackinho left on 20 HP. Not much you can do. And I believe the bomb was spilled, was it not?
It is down,
yes,
yeah.
Indeed,
yeah.
It is on the minimap. Yeah. So, not the best look for Metizport. Down goes Nilo. That should be that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. Again, we'll see. I don't think that's necessarily down to inexperience, just a bit of an aggressive call. They found the first kill. I mean, that's so valuable for a T side, you know? Just relax.
Well, it still looks like they might be tempted to give it a go here. The shadows are going to betray them any moment. There we go. So easy for Tension. He's given the warning sign before the fight. Simple as swing in the corner. Adamb going to find one. Tension doesn't need to fight here through heaven. He's going to double stack in through the camera position. And going to get himself another. 3 kills to his name for the AWPer. Brilliant work. Super easy for Blast there as well. So simple. One main fight, spills the bomb forward and towards the site, and then Util does the rest of the job. Simple and effective, and Metizport, again, pretty quickly left sort of scratching their heads.
Okay, let's see. There is indeed a strong enough offense being put up here by Metizport. Again, looking to move quite quick. This time towards A. Smoking the Molotov. Sort of smoking themselves, really. It's a little interesting. Trying to follow some traces here. Ooh. Susp. Tiny bit of damage, but able to survive. Metizport. Less ideas here. Less success as the previous round, to be honest with you. So it is going to be a slower one.
Yeah, so... Susp. That Molotov not going to do all too much. In front of the Molotov, ZTR will. In through mid. Given at least a decent amount of room to work with here. Doesn't overextend them, doesn't overfight. The right decision, because 4 players from Blessed are playing through mid. This has been Blessed's kind of play style and their kind of approach to this game so far. It's actually just pure pack mentality. The numbers game. Play for trades. Take a lot of these high impact positions. And fight. It might work. Oh, it's the bomb crossing here. Oh my god. Jackinho is so lucky to get away with 3. If Jackie was just checking forward, he gets that kill, drops the bomb, but instead Jackinho walking away with 3 big kills.
Monstrous, absolutely monstrous. Having a great game thus far. You know, we have talked up the names like Nilo. adamb is there, to be fair. It's Jackinho, though, as you mentioned in the pregame, that has been looking really good recently and up in the numbers. Obviously had a taste of the top. Fnatic Academy into Fnatic. Could not make it work. Could not make it work. So we were unsure what to expect from this guy, but he seems to have found his feet within Metizport and certainly finding his feet here on Anubis. Fantastic response for the Swedes.
Well, for Tension, Guthrie, they'll hold. I mean, they should be given the luxury of the save here as well. Checking towards A, but they've got to go a little bit deeper than that to find them. They're all the way towards spawn. That's as simple. Metizport answer back. It's a back and forth game here. Neither side really taking any sort of control or any sort of momentum in their sails so far. It's been a bit of a knife's edge. Waiting for basically one side to have a real true broken economy, and that's when maybe you can snowball a little bit. Let's see, at the moment it's a little bit of a lesser buy for Blessed. The eagle out for Jackie and Guthrie, those saved weapons. This might be the opportunity for Metizport to try to kind of build on something.
Tension on an aggressive angle here with the AWP. Flash will come round, forces him away. But then they're not following up on it. So he's able to kind of stick around, really. Another flash, but yeah, he is undeterred. Another flash. Okay, this time maybe a bit more aggressive. Oh, they lined up. Couldn't land the shots. Trying again. Will lose a couple of teammates. This is a mess out here on the A-bomb site. So hard to track everything, but they do indeed get it on the Metizport side. Nearly going down, and honestly, that collat was so close.
My God. It was, but I think for Metizport, it's a real sigh of relief in the sense of just the lead, right? Just something to work with, considering there isn't the most kind of comfortable situation over towards Blessed. Jackie's got a Negev. He sold it. Or has he dropped it? I'm hoping he's dropped it. I'd love to see him to play, but no, he has sold it. He's opting for the Nova instead. Which actually seems pretty popular on Anubis at the moment. A lot of people play it through mid doors. can be pretty effective at times. It is going to be a little bit of a kind of a half to low buy situation for Bless. So this is a good opportunity for Metizport. The T side looking, feeling pretty decent at the moment as well. And considering that Metizport have chosen to start on the T side too, this is good, right? They're getting a bit of confidence on their preferred side. They're building up the foundations before heading into CT. CT can be a little rough at times as well. Very easy to get overwhelmed. Very easy to be pulled out of position. Metizport know all too well about this. To 4 should get a 5th here as well, which already is starting to set some decent signs here for the favourites in this matchup.
Looking down middle. He wants this fight, but I don't think he's necessarily going to get it. Nade is a little bit dodgy there. It smashed the first one to fall. Over towards A, which actually leaves A completely open. But could get a little dangerous down here. Jackie with killing towards middle. And there's some pushing in from Dark. Guthrie is immediately traded, but we're still in a 3 versus 3. Metizport nervous, I think, with where they want to go here. Looking for some long-range fights, winning them thus far. Tension not going to take any more peaks, but we'll see. One crazy little moment could turn this round in favor of Blessed.
At the moment, all goes a little eerily quiet. adamb so low means he's so precarious to pistols, but he does clear tension. Oh my god. For a moment, that felt like it could have been a little dicey. Now it's just Jackie, the Deagle, and probably realistically no chance. He will get himself an AK, so he might actually just save this. I don't think he needs to give this a go. Can play up through carpets, probably save there, no problems, or double back towards A. There is the risk that Jackinho could catch him. Oh my god, he doesn't want to fight. Falling away, going in towards A main. Little does he know, ZTR is on the big flank, so he might catch him trying to save it. The further he pushes towards the site, the more deadly it gets. This is really dicey. Desperately trying to keep this AK alive. But I don't know. Oh, actually, they are going to allow it. So he is given the luxury. I'll take it. Let's spot up to a 5th. That will mean at least some stability in this game. Something to work with for them. Blessed going to go back into a bite. Tension back into his favourite AWP, but all things considered, this is looking actually pretty decent for Metizport on what has historically not been a good map for them. They're finding some confidence. Some of the individuals are coming alive as well. The only one who isn't coming alive is young Nilo, the main man. The man who's meant to be the outlet of firepower on this team, meant to be one of the best riflers, young riflers in the world. Bold prediction that everybody's looking towards. Finds himself 0-5 currently.
Yeah, definitely a surprise, but so far, not the end of the world, but hopefully we see him on the board sooner rather than later now. bondik. Inside the smoke here. Oh my goodness, there's no way. There's no way he gets pulled off at the exact right moment. But the CT's holding pretty strong. Susp comes in a little late from behind. That trade onto Guthrie. He's able to get a double kill before falling. They have retrieved the bomb here. They have got a little bit of control of the site. We'll see. Not out of the realms of possibility here for Metizport. Another smoke going down as well. Just going to keep them at bay and obviously starve information away from the CT side. Jackinho and susp to do it all here. Another decent nade. Jackinho's retrieved another smoke. He can get this down in good time. Susp finds the first frag, completely untraded. They are struggling to mount this retake. Susp keeps getting the heads and tension. No option but to back away on the AWP. Really uncomfortable looking retake there from Blessed.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely. Got to keep hold of the AWP. He will be allowed to do so, but Metizport, again, it feels like a bit of a sigh of relief, but round to round, at this point, this sort of mid to late part of the half, Metizport don't care. They've got all the money in the world built up, so they don't care that it's, you know, down to only a couple left alive. Casualties don't really mean anything to them now if the rounds are found all the same. And of course, the same really can't be said for Blessed. No real long-term finances. No real confidence built up at all. Nothing looking like it's going in their favor. Of course, tension keeps hold of the AWP, yes, but beyond that, doesn't really distill us with a hell of a lot of confidence. This has been very, very good from Metizport. Tension holding for the boost on that right-hand side, but he won't be given it. Sus moves his way up close. As long as they avoid the AWP, they probably shouldn't have too many issues winning this round.
Jackie going to find the first. Bondik traded out quickly in dark, though. Game kind of speaking for itself as all that utility goes down. A quick bit of aggression from either side. Tension on the AWP, though, is the big name that we've got to watch. And Metizport acutely aware. You know, they don't want to go flying round corners. Nilo. Ooh, a bullet whizzes past his head. He just about makes it out. Missed shot. An argument to be made that potentially Guthrie should have found that.
You're probably right. All goes eerily quiet around it too. The big worry here will be if Bless can find a kill and pick up a gun, right? If they can scoop themselves up a rifle, that's where things get a little dicey. In comes the Uto. Backpedal player smashing all the trouble. Burning to a crisp. Will find 2 kills though. Uh-oh. This is already not looking good. Molotov going to burn down 2 more. But it's Blessed to walk away with the round. A hero AWP and a couple of pistols. And Metizport have overthought the process again. This happened multiple times against Aurora yesterday. And it's happened here again. Metizport have got to find a way of converting these sort of rounds. They leave things way too late. They've already taken damage. They just don't clear their angles. They've volleyed back pillar, but they don't hold it. So Smash swings out of a P250, gets 2 kills. That should never happen.
Yeah, it is a little difficult for sure, and yeah, it just comes off the back of the information. They're angry into this round, though. Moving fast. They will be kept at bay, unfortunately. As Blessed, they batten down the hatches and just stay relaxed at the back end of this B-bomb site. 3 players here. Hard to spot, hard to pick fights with. But there it is. A small opportunity arising as they spot Guthrie on the edge of the smoke, and the AWP is able to find it, but I think the AK had that one as well. Man advantage for Metizport. Desperate rotations here from Bless coming around quite quickly. And Metizport still going to follow up on towards B. It looks like they want to. A couple of flashes. Adamb, though, he goes down on the flank. He goes down on the backside, and they are going to gather a lot of information with that kill. Discovering that, yep, there's nobody around here. I think it is going to be a B hit, fellas. Prepare for that. Oh, my goodness. A team kill from ZTR. Tension definitely helped out a little bit with the tag. He keeps on going, looking for more. He will miss out on the 3rd shot. But they have done enough to bring it back into a 3 versus 2 on plant. Will be attempted, will be successful, but Blessed again have to mount a retake. Last time it looked so dodgy. Hopefully this one runs a bit better for them. Jackinho walks straight into the path of Smash, leaving ZCR all alone. Swings out, good for 1, not ready for more, and down he will go.
My God. My God. I mean, it came down to a numbers game, but I thought the low HP might have been the difference maker and might have given Metizport a chance there in the post plant. At the very least, Metizport do get a bomb plant in the sense that that's good for a little bit of confidence, but they've actually let things slip at the tail end here. They really could have walked away with an incredibly dominant first half, but they didn't. Now, at the very most, the absolute best case scenario they get is a 2-round difference. It doesn't feel like it makes all too much of a difference. Blessed have done a good job at keeping this competitive when it looked like they were down and out for the count early doors. So, match paused there. And unfortunately, this isn't of a tactical nature. This is a technical nature. So, I hope only a brief one before we get back underway. But I think, honestly, Metizport are probably glad to have a bit of a breather. These last few rounds have not been pretty to watch, and showing the clear and distinct weaknesses they have on this map.
Yeah, it is a difficult one. It is a difficult one. It's still a good T side for me, though. Just maybe expected a little deeper from them with the way that it started, the way that the rifles looked, and of course, a shaky round in the middle. And just the fact that they've found quite a few 5v4 situations. Those are usually quite convertible on Anubis. But we'll see. We'll see. Timeout taken. Well, pause taken. Bit more of a mental reset. Not much that they can really talk about in terms of the tactics. But, you know, it can just be good for the brain box to have a moment or two of respite. We'll see what the plan is here.
I think a big thing for me, it feels like I'm really going to look towards what ZTR can do in terms of the call. The call is an aggro towards A. A lot of util. Pre-planned execute, which has failed miserably. Smash, 2 up close. Nade comes through. He stands in front of it. Nerves of steel. Don't want to break the smoke as he backs away. Avoids the flash with these smash. Locking this down. Gets himself a lot of damage. The AWP coming through for 2. This is so simple. So effective. 1 man's left. ZTR gets another kill, but it doesn't make a difference. 6-all of the half. We'll see you after the break.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're not quite fully into things just yet. We were a little late getting into this game, so we're thinking that there's
a
tech issue or two.
Something.
Yeah, maybe. We did have a tech pause before the turn of the half as well. So, you know, hopefully not anything too bad or permanent or whatever. The classic these days is, you know, your headset runs out of battery or your mouse or whatever.
Yep. It's a classic.
But we are now into the freeze time, so I think we're all good here now.
Let's hope, brother. Let's hope. 6-all is where we find ourselves at the turn of the half. And it really has to be said that this felt for a long time like it was Metisport's game to lose. And, you know, those last few rounds were not pretty, to say the least. Very poorly played from Metizport. They just don't really seem to have a clue about how to break it down. That's not a great start at all to this one. Down goes Jackinho. Susp will follow immediately. They're in trouble.
They are indeed not looking good. Nilo, rough game from him, man. Yet to frag, and it continues into the second half. Bomb going to go down. 2 remain. I think you just have to give them this one, to be honest with you. You know, you've got Julies and a smoke. And the armor as well. So ZTR into the next round. Not actually a bad bite. Where did that... Okay, Jackie was out towards Glyph. Still mental. Absolutely mental. Goes in for another quick double kill at the tail end there. And an easy 7th for Bless. Not a single player going down. Really not the way that you wanted to start things if you were Metizport.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was just so simple, wasn't it? Like you said, very easy. And that's the easiest way to put it. Bless barely really even had to scratch the surface. Didn't have to delve too deep into any sort of playbook to make that one work. That's the worrying thing. Metizport, some of these rounds, it feels like they're barely even being contested at times. That's where we're really going to start to get worried. 7-6 this round. It's just a stack in through dark here. And honestly, could end up being pretty decent here. Tension playing up close. Has the support of bondik. 1 flash, however. Oh, a chunky nade! Oh, it's a massacre. Dog on the way of bondik and tension. That round's done in seconds. It looked like it thought there may be something to work with, but how wrong we were.
Indeed, it is unfortunate, but I think they were very ready for it. Maybe a move that Metizport have pulled out more often than not, or maybe indeed just expecting presence in dark, which is not crazy. Either way, solid buy coming in from Metizport quite quickly. Everything here is, again, always leaves a bit of taste in the mouth of pundits. But we'll see. We'll see. It just speaks to a confidence in yourself, doesn't it? That they're not even going to get the bomb down. They're not even going to get into a bomb site. We're just going to kill them before there's any threat of a post plan.
See, that's the case, right? Molotov. In that back site. Nothing offering up. A double stack here. Jackinho doesn't need to peek. Shadows will be spotted first. So adamb gets that first contact. At least a warning before it. No issues, but Jackinho's got to try and bail him out. Things get dicey. Smoke will come down. Spam on the corner, try and give himself a gap. And Jackinho going to play up close. Full blind, finds the first 2. And he won't be given the luxury of falling away.
ZTR trying to spam away on top of the smoke. They have a little idea of somebody being out towards middle. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. ZTR was indeed prepped for the fight, but it's adamb flying across. However, the damage, the distraction is done. bondik pre-firing away. Nilo for the double spray down, though, to win out the round. Oh, it's awfully close. It really is, but Metizport will get it over the line in the end, and that is Nilo on the board. His first 2 kills, potentially some of the most impactful of the game thus far.
Oh, yeah. Going the whole half of our kills really does hurt, right? And I think it's just one of those things. It's something, a factor we always kind of speak about in terms of confidence, right? Just can he find something that might do it? That might get him alive and active and all the things that Metizport want to see this late in towards the game. That might be the thing that scares Blessed. I mean, this is the nice thing, you know, obviously Blessed will have a lead, but it also has to be said that they've basically been playing 4v5. So yes, they got a 1-round lead, but now that it's 5v5, Nilo finds a bit of form, maybe, just maybe. There is a conversation to be had. Either way, Blessed do squeeze out a bite. By squeeze, I mean, they've got an AWP. It's not exactly a bad one by any metric. So in the corner's great. adamb, so easy as he posts up it. bondik's around that corner too, trying to keep fight going here, but one Molotov or a smoke could just stop them in their place, and they will. They're going to double away. Minute to work with. Down to 4. No trade, and Blessed I feel like they don't really have too much of a question to work with here. Nilo didn't need to peek, but does, and it'll cost him his life.
Weird little move here from Blessed, isn't it? Everybody down in the canals. Moving in towards B, and I don't think this is a possibility that Metizport are really cooked up in their minds. Especially with the deep position from susp. They feel like they have good control of B. But it's a contact move from Blessed that is perfectly timed, perfectly thread. Still not a done deal. I think part of the move here from Metizport is the fact that they're confident in their retake. I'm going to go down. They will indeed have to retake things. Whoa, the MP9 spam is a little close. Not quite able to find it. Up, out, into streets, but no shot landing. Still, it does scare away the CT side. They've got plenty of utility here on the T side to just keep them completely locked out. And that looks to be the case as Tension comes around for a double, make it 3. He might just have done enough with those. ZTR is in the action, but MP9 lets him down. And an answer back from Blessed.
Really well done from the AWPer as well, man. So scary to see somebody who's kind of so proactive in that AWPing style, that shotgun AWPing that we like to talk about. Makes it look so easy. Blessed, 2-round lead, taken back, and of course probably should be extended even further with Metizport not having a hell of a lot to work with in terms of the finances. It's not a great map for Metizport. It's very clear to see. This is one that definitely needs a bit of practice. Bit of the old VOD review, demo review, and all the rest. Their T-side setups and executes were pretty rough around the edges. The CT sides have a lot of gaps in them. Yes, it's not exactly been a pretty watch. adamb gets caught. Had a pretty good game in all fairness to adamb. 13 kills the same as Jackinho. Those stats don't really matter if the map is to be lost.
Stack out here on towards the A-bomb site, of course. Can they do any damage with it? Smash into the first. Does immediately get taken down, but he's discovered a fair bit. And they will take that bomb most definitely towards B, if not bondik finding all of the frags. There you go. A little difficult for that last one, but he will clean up house. Double digits as Blessed starting to roll through this map, looking more and more confident as it goes on. Metizport.
Yeah.
It impresses ever so slightly for the one round, but it was short-lived. Let's see if they can do it again.
It does sort of feel like we're going to get to the point now where this map will just be closed. I mean, Blessed, they're not really breaking a sweat. That's the real worrying thing about this. It's being very simple. Very easy. Now they've come across a lot of these rounds. Of course, back into place for Metizport, but I kind of feel like if they want any sort of chance of them getting in towards this map, they've got to find the form here and now. They've got to try and push towards double digits themselves without too much of a response from Blessed. If they allow that T side not only to snowball the way it's been at the moment, but build up such stability in the econ, game over before it even starts. Nade is great. A lot of damage towards Tension, on towards stairs. He'll play out through mid. Molotov backside. adamb not caught by it as he sticks around the flames. Presence is being shown towards A, so they are keeping their attention drawn there.
Very quiet here. 50 seconds remain. Just spam as Blessed. I think they understand this game could be won a little prematurely in this round. A lot of utility still remaining for Metizport, it has to be said. We actually only have one smoke here for Blessed. They're going to use it out towards middle. What a shot from Smash, however, to break open the A-bomb site. There goes the defense. In comes the save, and Blessed just pick apart the defense on A.
Bomb will go down. Safe plant. Doesn't really matter where it's planted because there's no attempt at a retake. There is just no real looking, right? Metizport we said coming in towards this one, we've seen them on the eye test, and of course the stats don't really help. That's not really been a great map, and it just shows. Blessed, they're not actually doing anything too audacious in terms of their executes or the way they've played across this entire map. It's just simple. bondik gonna find Nilo. He's getting himself 1 kill, but it's not good enough. Last one of Jackinho. I don't know if he's given the luxury of saving here. Even if he finds JP, probably gets traded immediately in just a second round this corner. Couple more going to come for the hunt. Snake comes over. Guthrie. Flash is good. Should go down, and he will. Nothing saved, and, well, absolutely nothing gained for Metizport. 11-7. They've got no real money to speak of in this round. So Blessed should have a pretty free ride to a 12, and that leaves Metizport 5 rounds in a hole playing for OT. And let's be realistic with the way in which Anubis has played so far, it's highly, highly unlikely.
Indeed. Certainly this round not looking good. So, yeah. Need to kick us off. Does a little bit of damage, but not too much to speak of. Smash. Trying to go in for a peek, but again, not too much to speak of. Blessed playing a much slower, much more thought out style. Actually not really looking for as many fights as Metizport were on their T side. Yeah, really just taking their time on this one. And also, Metizport have been really enjoying the stacks in these half-buy eco situations. So it does make sense that they're just, waiting, see if they give anything away. Where are you getting aggressive, if at all?
What's off? I'm trying to force a fight here. Might get a freebie with a 5-7. That's good. Good timing as Nilo going to find one of his own. Gun collected. AK burst his pistol on that corner. Good work. There's a chance. There is a world. The sight is still in the favor of the C side, but now in the 3 versus 2. Now there's no more rifles to work with. Time's ticking. Bomb will go down, probably. Post one's exactly going to be a healthy one. ZTR trying to call a rocket. Pops up in a smoke. It's scrappy, but it looks like it should be good. bondik into the 1v1, and Smash will see it off. My God, that was so scrappy. So scrappy. bondik finding 3 kills. They will see it in their favor, and all that matters they do. They've got plenty of money to work with themselves, Blessed. Probably the closest we've seen Metizport get around in a long time.
Yes, very true. Very, very true indeed. I mean, it's difficult. If it were a little earlier on in the game, maybe you would say, okay, fair enough. That is a cool round, a close round, doing some damage, making some money. But with where it's at, they need to be winning them. They need to be winning them. It really does not make a difference at this point if they are coming close or not. All about getting the dubs. A bit more presence out towards middle from Metizport here. Early utility to gain some kind of control, just keep Blessed uncomfortable.
Got 3. Got the right idea. Oh, it doesn't even matter. The AWP is so quick. Tensions look electric. Really has stepped up in a big way. Well done on the corner will give them dark control. Nilo now stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Because they can pop their way through the smoke. They can swing to the corner. And bondik wins out the fight. bondik is back, baby. Down goes Nilo. And adamb under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, bondik looking good. adamb, unfortunately, not quite. This might just be all she wrote here for map number 1. As Blessed 2 more to get through. Waiting patiently as well. Happy to take a few more fights before they get that bomb down. Replenish the utility. And then indeed go for the plant. It has allowed a small gap close by the Metizport players, but I doubt it's going to make much of a difference as they will go down 13-7. First half, not all that bad, right? Keeping things a bit interesting, a bit close. But yeah, it was all about the eco rounds, really, particularly in that second half. Some very dodgy ones in there and just allowing a bit too much control for Blessed. But yeah, we had a few rounds in places, particularly...